W7 Live game day from Pewaukee High School for today's non-conference matchup between the Marshall Cardinals and the Pewaukee Pirates. Gary Whipperman, W7, and I got a rare treat today. I get a sidekick at Ed Rowie's talent for the day. He's on loan from Coach Rowie to me for today's game only. And I'm gonna have to go help Morgan with the microphone with the camera here in a second. We're about a minute away from tip-off. I'm going to help Morgan with the camera.
Gary's going to come and help you.
Coming up, it's helter-skelter basketball as always on W7. Stick with us. It'll get better, I promise. Hang on.
And now, the starting lineups for this afternoon's game. First for the Cardinals. Number 12, sophomore Haley Weisenzel. Number 13, junior Abby Ward. Correction, number 33, Abby Ward. Number 4, senior Anna Lutz. Number 10, sophomore Allie Ratajki. And number 32, senior Laura Nickel. The head coach of the Cardinals is Doug Pickers. And now, the starting lineup for your Pewaukee Pirates. Number 3, senior Jordan Brooklyn. Number 11, junior Sarah Newcomer. Number 25, junior Megan Zielsdorf. Number 33, junior Mia Schutzek. And number 45, senior Morgan Goodman. The head coach of the Pirates is Jim Rowe.
Go Run Toronto! Toronto!
Just in time basketball. We call this the outer space cam. This is called the outer space camera that you're looking at. So, or it's also known as the NFHS cam.
Oh.
Burn.
Here's their starters going.
Sarah, newcomer. Welcome to the party. 6-0 Pewaukee. That didn't take long. All right, I'll stop teasing you guys. Here you go. Hang on a second. Let me actually give you a 2X look here. Just because you asked for it. Megan Zielsdorf for 2. It's 8-0 Pewaukee as we're still getting camera set. I mean, holy smokes. Coach, 8 points in 1 minute and 24 seconds.
Great start for Pewaukee.
I'm going to put this up so we actually see the basket. That'll be the next step. You know, hey, one step at a time here.
Oh, foul on 23, Coach. Or 33.
33 on the foul. That is Leah Chudzik. I've been practicing this. I was mispronouncing it, and I was corrected, which I appreciate. So I've been practicing. It's Chudzik. And it's 8-0. Did you get the points already, Coach? Actually, I've got a book already done and ready to go if you want that.
Okay. I did not because I was trying to get the book going, Coach.
See, we just got to communicate a little better.
Isn't that like it is in life?
So the starters are on the top.
Okay.
For each team. No good on both free throws. 8-0 Pewaukee. Scoreboard's coming, y'all. Hang on a second. Let me get to that. Finally, a missed shot for the Pirates. Okay, well, we're not trying to do video chat, so I won't do that.
Ooh, nice. Number 4.
Anna Lutz, the all-state, all-everything UW-Milwaukee women's basketball commit. Hi to Kyle Recklitz. Coach, I know you're watching today. Great job with the Panthers. Just absolutely love what's going on at UW-Milwaukee. And you are going to love getting Miss Lutz on board. Holy smokes, it's Giabala. 8-2, speaking of, Jordan Berglund, the volleyball commit at Flagler University in St. Augustine, Florida. The senior Berglund having a nice little senior season here, picking up with some of those seniors left last year. Jordan's really picked up a lot of that slack offensively and defensively. No good, Lutzy on the rebound. That's what she does, Anna Lutz. All right, I got to get serious with the scoreboard now, Coach.
Okay.
I got to stop messing around here.
Step back.
It's 10-4, good buddy. You knew that was coming. So Pewaukee leading 10-4. Early going, just underway. There's still 14:50 to go in the first half.
Yeah, it's a quick start for Pewaukee. Ooh. Nice deflection by number 3.
And Coach Reuters has got to love seeing that as a way to start. We'll stop calling them number 3 and number 4 in a minute here, you guys. Just finishing a couple things here. Okay, scoreboard is live. 10-4 Pewaukee, 14-14 to go first half. Marshall with the ball, inbound to entry pass to Lutz, blocked by Goodman, back up again. Here's the thing with Anna Lutz that you got to know right away, is she is a rebound machine, especially offensively. And she will go after it and after it and after it until somebody stops her. And she will get, I mean, you'll see this all night long unless somebody puts a body on her.
And that's the key.
First one for Lutz. And by the way, I didn't want to say it, I'll say it now. She is an outstanding free throw shooter. She's actually a 89.8% free throw shooter coming into tonight. I talked to Coach Nickel this morning, the assistant coach for Marshall. He told me that she missed one against Waterloo the other way, and she was so furious with herself, and she just missed one now. So I guarantee you she is not pleased at that start. So there is the Pewaukee bench, or Marshall bench. Let's get you the, we'll go split screen early tonight. Here you go. Marshall on the left, Pewaukee on the right. We're getting there. If you want to join us online, feel free to put your comments in the chat section on Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube. I can view them all from right here, so feel free to comment. If you got shout-outs to give to kids, coaches, if it's somebody's birthday, if somebody's got a milestone, whatever it is, we're here to be your conduit into the world. Because as you know, and Coach, you know this, the minute this game is over, all those phones light up of those players, and they're all going to watch this game.
How true that statement is.
Free throw in and good by Lutzy, 10-5. Pewaukee by 5 over Marshall. Pewaukee in white, Marshall in red. They're the Marshall Cardinals, 2018-19 Division IV state champs. Backdoor to Zielsdorf from Goodman.
And a near steal.
So I want to draw a parallel first. If you've watched Slinger play as much as I have, and you've watched Pewaukee play as much as I have, you'll notice a lot of similarities between these two teams. And the main one that I see is this Jekyll and Hyde thing that both teams have going on. Now, granted, all teams have some degree of this, but these two teams have it in the extreme form in that they will look like they are completely unbeatable no matter what, or they will look like they've never played the game before. And the thing is, you never know which team is going to show up. Last night, the Slinger team that showed up, if that team shows up in the postseason, I'm not saying they're going to go to state, but I'm saying anybody in that regional better be careful because there could be upset alert major from Slinger. And Pewaukee's the exact same way. When they are firing all cylinders, when they play like they played in the Oak Creek tournament, they were unstoppable. Brookfield Central could not do anything with them.
Well, and when they played Germantown here,
yes,
they played really well.
And I think if you ask Coach Reuters, he thinks that they should have won that game. I would bet you he thinks that they should have won that. 12-5 with 13:36 to go. Out comes Megan Zielsdorf. Megan, one of our really good buddies. We get so many friends on really both teams, but especially the Pewaukee team. We're on these kids for so long. 12-5, 13:25 to go first half. You're watching Marshall versus Pewaukee live on W7. Goodman on the interception. Ahead to newcomer Sarah off the glass. No. Sarah, I taught you how to do those layups. I spent time with Sarah teaching her how to do them, and this is what she gives me. Did you see her scolding herself on the way down? I guarantee you part of it is, oh, God, Gary's going to come after me again about this. Rebound.
Did you push her around when you were helping her, Coach?
No, I just gave her instruction. I just said, hey, I said, Sarah, top right triangle of the glass.
The box.
And she's like, hey, thanks, Gary, appreciate it. In the most sarcastic, way possible, which was hilarious. We laughed about it. Three-pointer from the corner, no good. That was 33, Abby Ward. Here's Nickel. Laura, Division I commit to Northern Illinois University. Forward to Berglund.
Nice pass.
Jern for two, 14-5 Pirates. I hate to say this, Coach, but Troy Berglund looking like a genius. Well, pass ahead and two the other way. Coach, when you score, you got to get back on defense. There's just no excuse for that.
Right, transition defense is huge.
Especially after a made basket. 14-7. They got to take the ball, take it out of bounds, throw it in. There's no reason you get beat down the floor on that.
Right, and Pewaukee's pressing full court too in a 1-2-2. So
Pewaukee is shredding Marshall's defense right now. 16-7. I don't know what defense Marshall's doing, but it ain't working. Trap, timeout, Marshall. Well, the Pirates ate their tricks this morning before coming to the game, I can see.
Well, and how long of a ride is it from Marshall? Hour and a half?
No, it might be an hour. It might be an hour.
And if they took the school bus and not a coach bus, that's not a fun drive.
Well, true that. But, you got to wake up now. I mean, we're almost halfway through the first half. It's 16-7, Pewaukee. Early scoring, Coach, what do you got?
Unofficially, I have nothing at the moment. I got some Ed. But, I mean,
We
sorry
pay
about
them
that,
all
Garrett.
this money.
There goes
Okay.
my raise.
Okay, now you're going to get demoted to the same pay that the CEO of the company gets, and that ain't
excellent.
good.
That is good.
That's just about bupkis. 16-7, 11:45 to go, first half. You're watching W7 Live Girls Basketball. If this is your first time joining us, welcome. We do high school girls athletics, basketball, volleyball, softball, and golf. 3-point shot. Got it.
Number 12.
That's Helly Wazenall.
Nice take.
I asked Hallie to pronounce it for me before the game, so I make sure I got it right. And if I recall, that's what it was, Wazenall. Wazenzel. No, Wazenzel. Wazenzel.
Better than me, Coach.
All right, hotline out to the calling out the bat signal to the Marshall Nation. Give me a clarification on the pronunciation. I forgot it already. 3-point shot, got it. No pronunciation needed there for Valerie Wallace on the 3. 19-10 Pirates, 11:05. Entry pass, no good on the shot was number 10. That's Rateki Ali. 10:56 to go. Nice dish. And 2. Well, I think I got an idea of which Pewaukee team showed up today.
I was just thinking the same thing. At the moment, they're putting kind of on a clinic.
That was Maria Opie on the basket. It's 21-10. By the way, Maria, one heck of a volleyball player, too. Nickel for 3. Long. Rebound, Berglund. Look at Jordan just clear that. Drive, kick, shot. No good. Berglund again on the rebound. Marshall looks like they're standing. I get they want to slow the game down. I mean, that's what they're going to want to do. I get that. But they look like their feet are stuck in cement so far.
And Pewaukee's energy is outstanding at the moment.
Marshall, they're 15-1. I mean,
Yes.
they're number 2 in Division 3, or Division 3. This ain't no slouch team. They're a great team. Nickel, there it is. Laura for 2 and the foul. Wallace on the foul and timeout Marshall. It's 21-12 Pewaukee. You are watching W7 Live.
If you don't know W7, you don't know Germantown girls basketball. I'm Emily Wisner. And I'm Natalie McNeil. And W7 is for the girls.
W7 Live, 21-12, 10:03 to go first half. Hey, reminder, this is the first of 2. 7 o'clock tonight, it's GTV. Germantown hosting Kettle Moraine Lutheran, 6:45 on air. 7 o'clock tip time live from Jackson, Wisconsin. Free throw in and good for Nickel. This team, Coach, 71% from the line this year, Marshall. Excellent free throw shooters.
Outstanding for a high school team.
Field goal percentage as a team, 44.3%.
That's really good.
They're a well-disciplined team. Coach Pickard does a really nice job, and Coach Nickel. I mean, this is a disciplined team on how they approach things.
Well, and traditionally they're a powerhouse in the state.
Shot no good, rebound. And one thing to keep in mind with this Marshall team, their first game was December 3rd due to the whole lockdown thing, and every game this season on the road, just like DSHA,
Yep.
and they're 15-1. Basket.
And do they have the same thing? They can't practice at their
Yes.
gym? So that is tough.
Ava Westerman on the shot. And basket, 23-13. First 2 for Westy. Rebound, Val Wallace. I'll tell you what, I think Val sharpened those elbows before every game. Great feed. What a pass. Newcomer to Opie for 2. That was, Coach, that was next level.
That was precision. Yep.
Holy cow, Sarah.
Nice pass here. Ooh.
Shot no good. Zielsdorf clears it, and we're going to have a foul 83.5 feet from the hoop.
Coaches hate those fouls.
Coach, that pass by Sarah Newcomer was unbelievable.
It was. And she threaded the needle, as they say.
Pewaukee with the ball and a 12-point lead with 8:34 to go first half. Gary Whipperman along with Ron Gavinsky live from Pewaukee High School. Big thanks to Athletic Director Jeff Behrens, also head coach Jim Reuters, our great friend, and to all of our friends at Pewaukee. We absolutely love coming to Pewaukee. 25-13, 8:17 to go. 3-point shot, and of course, who cannot complete a game without a big shout out to Barb Danner, of course. Barb always here helping us out, making sure we got what we need, all that stuff. Absolutely adore Barb. And also Morgan running the camera for us today up high above on the home side at Pewaukee.
Steal.
She had to climb up there, Coach. She had to shimmy her way up those bleachers.
I'm glad it's her and not me, Coach.
Hey, I did it.
I did. Oh, yeah, you had to place
I had
the
to
camera.
place the camera. 25-13, 8-12 to go. Goodman, one dribble. Didn't even need that dribble, I don't think, but got fouled. Wallace will go to the free throw line. Fouls on Lutz, that's Anna's first. First one, got it. Val, 50% from the line coming in, and true to form, 1 for 2.
Keeping that average where it belongs.
Out of bounds, Marshall ball. 26-13.
Turnover. I was going to say, we have a good reffing crew, Coach, for this game. Lot of veteran officials.
That's
out
a good
there.
thing.
It is a good thing. And the other thing I want to say is Pewaukee's entire coaching staff is a very good coaching staff.
No doubt about that.
I've known most of those guys a long time.
I don't know about Hugh, though. 26-13. The JV game is coming up next. Leah Chudzik for 3. It's 29-13. 7:27 to go first half. It's a 16-point Pirate lead. 3-point shot. Cannot get it to fall. That's Abby Ward. And Abby's struggled this year from deep. She's a really great shooter. Just has not been able to find her stride yet this year. She'll get it.
Exactly. And shooters, she could be a streak shooter, which
She definitely is that.
which means if she hits her first one or two, she could run a lot off. And if she misses one or two.
Speaking of streak shooter, watch 13 for Pewaukee Westerman. She can reel off 2 or 3 in a row herself. Real quick. Timeout Cardinals.
30 seconds.
30-second. We'll be back here watching W7. (29-13). 6:52 to go first half. It's been all Pirates so far.
They have looked very good.
They have looked exceptionally sharp today.
I've only seen them play twice live, and this is the best I've seen them play, and I thought they played really well against Germantown.
And they did, but today just another level again. I would say Dr. Jekyll's in the house, not Mr. Hyde today.
Right.
And traveling on nickel. You want to talk to somebody that's bumped her game, Laura Nickel, this year. Her and Lutz, the numbers are uncanny between the two of them. If you stack them up side by side, they're almost identical. Nickel 18.1 points per game, Lutz 17.7. Lutz 101 out of 197, Nickel 97 out of 198.
Wow.
That's 51.3% and 49% respectively from the field.
And that's 35 or 36 points combined.
Yes.
That's a lot of points.
(29-13), 6:10 remaining. I'll tell you what, Pewaukee is moving the ball so well. Newcomer for three. You give Sarah half a step, she'll kill you for it. 32-13, 5:53 to go.
Well, this Pewaukee team could do damage in the tournament.
Yes,
the way
exactly.
They're playing.
Oh, I don't know, Coach. Looked pretty good. Maybe with the body, I guess, on Zielsdorf. I don't know. That looked pretty good.
It did.
That's 2 on Zielsdorf. 5:45 to go. Do you pull her here?
I think that's a coach's decision.
Yeah, Megan's pretty smart on the floor. She knows what she's doing. First free throw is no good.
I always try to save my player when they got their third foul.
Yeah.
You know, because if you get to the fourth, then, you know, coaches have different philosophies. But she had
Ritecki makes 1 of 2. It's 32-14. The score of Super Bowl 11. Oakland 32, Minnesota 14.
Good call there.
I always like to get Super Bowl scores in when we can. That's about the only thing that and if it happened after Super Bowl 30, I pretty much don't know it anymore, but I know the first 30 pretty well.
Well, I can understand that.
And we're on what, Super Bowl 97 now? I don't know what deal we're on.
55.
55, sure.
And the only reason I know that is because I was 10 years old when it started, Coach.
Oh, there you go. So you just have to count. Okay,
just,
gotcha. Zielsdorf does come out. Nice minutes for Megan. It's 32-14, Pewaukee. That's a good. Now we won't ask the ladies to answer this, but for guys on, what Super Bowl was it? What Super Bowl was it the year you were born?
Oh, that's a good one.
3 for Jerd. We won't ask our crazy moms to answer, but dads, you want to answer, or kids, you want to answer? What Super Bowl was the same year as you're born? Put it in the comments box and we'll read it out. Berglund again, Jordan. It's 37-14, Pewaukee.
She had a really good game against Germantown. So my question is it, I don't want to say one player could be the Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, but her energy is outstanding.
Jordan, so the thing with Jordan is this. She sets the tone for this whole team, and she's not the leading scorer, and I wouldn't even say she's like the top basketball player because she's a tremendous volleyball player. But for whatever reason, her energy, her attitude, her approach sets the tone for everybody else follows whatever Jordan is. And so you can see Jordan is beyond elite today, and just energy is really good. There's a steal, newcomer.
Nice pass.
Great hustle by Chudzik getting down the floor. Leah made that happen by her hustle. Again, this is the same thing I've been saying this whole first half, Coach. Pewaukee is crushing Marshall down the floor every single time.
Full timeout.
And if you're going to get beat going down the floor, it's going to be a long afternoon. It's 39-14, and guess what? For Marshall, it's been a long afternoon.
It has, and it's incredible start for Pewaukee.
Our first response on our Super Bowl trivia question is Super Bowl 21, which was 1987. Mike Agilski, Mike was on last night watching. So 87, Super Bowl 21, that would have been Denver and the New York Giants. Now, I'm doing this from memory.
If you got it right, Coach, I'm
think
impressed.
That's right. I think it's Denver and the Giants, and the Giants won 39-20, if I remember right. And Phil McConkey had a great game that day for the Giants. Phil Simms was the MVP. And then the other note on that game, Phil Simms said, "I'm going to Disney World." That was the first time ever uttered on the Super Bowl.
Wow.
Because Disney became the sponsor that year. So there you go. No charge on the extra information.
That is outstanding. Even if you're wrong, that's outstanding that you know that.
I mean, who's going to go look that up? I could be wrong. Nobody's going to go look that up.
Now you just challenge some people.
I'm like Rowie. I just make stuff up and people just believe what I say. 4:22 to go, 39-14. Pewaukee, all Pirates.
Man. Pewaukee switched out of their zone.
Nice drive. Swatted by Berglund. Get out. Jordan. Woo.
She's a really good athlete.
Oh, my gosh. That was crazy good.
Her volleyball skills came in the play there.
That was a kill for Berglund. Wow, Jordan. Reminded me of another Jordan.
Oh.
Drive and blocked the other way and picked up by Marshall. 3:45 to go. It's 39-14. Pewaukee up 25. And here I chastise Troy Berglund for saying Pewaukee was a minus 4.5.
Well,
Mike says, so last night I said on the broadcast I never really don't know football. And let me predicate that, Mike. That's a good point. The descriptive response is because I know football up until about when the Packers lost to Denver
in the second
Super Bowl. If you go anything before then, I'm pretty much going to crush you. After that, you pretty much got me. So that's kind of where the tipping point is for me. Is right around there, right around the turn of the century.
And that makes sense for people like us, because we lived through the 70s and 80s. When the young kids nowadays
my knowledge stopped then, my changing of styles stopped then, my taste of music stopped then. I pretty much have been at a time freeze since about 1997. 39-14 with 3:05 to go. If you look at our social media stuff, all the music, it's always going to be pre-1997. Great feed to Nickel. Oh, Jordan, careful.
She wanted to block that one, Coach. Oh.
Half of St. Augustine just held their breath for a second, as well as her parents in the stands. 2:59 to go.
On the floor. Interesting.
So the trivia question is, what Super Bowl was it the year you were born? Put it in the comments box. We'll talk about it. 39-14, 2:59 to go first half. Entry pass, nice job. And DeLutz, Anna cannot get it to fall. It's one of those days, Coach, for Marshall. It's just nothing's going right now. Lutz will make that 98% of the time. Shot off the mark, rebound, Cardinals. 2:45 left.
Well, and a great coach once told me that people can shoot, but you got to make your shots. And Marshall's having a little difficulty right now. There's a hold on the post.
Bounce off her foot, goes back out and retrieves it. That's Nickel on the retrieving it. She'll drive into the lane, off the glass. Laura Nickel for two.
That was a nice play.
39-16. 2:17 remaining first half. Newcomer to Opie. Westerman back to Newcomer. Into the lane, kick out. Short on the three. That was Kanoki on the shot.
Rebound, Pewaukee.
Pirates get another chance at traveling that time. Hey, coming up at halftime, we're going to talk about the W7 homeschool contest for 2021-22. If you're interested in your school getting all of their home and away basketball, volleyball, softball games live streamed and more golf with you than anybody else, stick around at halftime. We'll tell you how that can happen. I'll tell you what, Germantown's loving being the homeschool this year. They are absolutely loving it.
I can tell you, as Ed and I.
Lutz for two.
That is, yesterday, Wisner's parents stepped up to Ed and I after the game and said how they are so happy we're doing it because her grandparents are 85.
Yeah.
Living, I think, Florida, but don't correct me on that.
Yep.
And they were just so excited that they wanted to thank us for doing, or thank you because it's
thank
through
us.
you.
We're all doing it together.
Correct.
Correctometer just went off. That's one.
Yes. And this whole year has been really special with just having Germantown games.
Yeah. I know you and Ed are really loving it.
Yeah, I mean, you got a really good team, a good coaching staff.
I just last night just figured out what the Nats meant when you were talking about the Nats.
Oh.
I'm like, what are the Nats? Because all I'm thinking of is Natalie. So I'm like, well, I know Natalie Paulskill, but she's the only Nat on that team that I know of. But what you're talking about is the second group that comes in and the swarms on the defensive side and just irritates the other team.
Yeah, have you ever gone to a Brewers game and
Yeah.
the Nat, they're called Nats.
Yes.
They just drive you nuts. And I've used that when I coached. We want to be Nats because we want them to worry about us than the game.
Westerman on the 3, no good. That's a great analogy. So who are the Nats for Germantown?
Oh, God.
So it's got to be like Leah Hess and
Obviously, Paulskill.
yeah, Paulskill.
Acker, believe it or not, Acker.
Jay, huh?
Jay.
Great feed pass.
That's a great pass.
I think that's symbolic of this whole first half for Marshall. But Laura Nickel puts it back, 39-20. Nice little 6-0 run here for Marshall to close out the half. They were down 25, now it's 19.
Well, like Ed and I were talking yesterday, what helps Germantown and their Nats is a lot of teams will have a 10-point lead put in their second group,
Yeah,
and they just want to hold the lead.
yeah.
Germantown puts in the second group, and they increase their
expand it,
lead.
yeah.
Oh, exactly. And it's because of their pressuring and flying all over the court.
10 seconds to go, first half.
Nice.
For 3, got it! Val Wallace for 3! Boy, that's just a killer for Marshall. And the clock runs out on the first half. It is all Pirates from Pewaukee as the fans get to their feet. It's a 42-20 Pewaukee halftime lead. You are watching W7. We're going to come back and talk about the W7 homeschool for 21-22. Stay with us. We'll be back. You're watching W7 Live.
Recruiting enthusiastic kids is harder than it's ever been. And what they see is people just being really cool. So they think that's how they're gonna act. You see it all the time. You see it at every AAU tournament, you see it every high school game. So recruiting kids that are like really upbeat and loving life and love the game and have this tremendous appreciation for when their teammates do something well, that's hard. We put a huge premium on body language. And if your body language is bad, you will never get in the game. Ever. I don't care how good you are. Me. I didn't score, so why should I be happy? I'm not getting enough minutes, why should I be happy? That's the world that we live in today, unfortunately. When I watch game film, I'm checking what's going on the bench. And if somebody's asleep over there, somebody doesn't care, somebody's not engaged in the game, they will never get in the game, ever.
Osborne, late night banking hours at North. Got it! Tori Costa. KK behind the back in the lane. Wow! KK Arnold.
Three and drill it.
Berglund off the screen, nails it. Man, this is fun.
Intercepted by Hosking. Up off the glass and stuck in the rim. Yes. Sarah Newcomer.
Boy, Katie Pampu, I'm telling you what, she is all in tonight.
Ellie Carraggio for three. McAdams and the foul. W7 Live, it's halftime at Pewaukee, your halftime score. Pewaukee 42 and Marshall 20. Great first half. We'll have the first half numbers for you in a minute. What I want to talk to you about briefly is the W7 2021-22 homeschool contest. So a lot of times we get asked is, why do you guys do so much stuff with Germantown and some of the schools that we do? Last year was Slinger, year before was Brookfield Central. Every year we put together what we call a homeschool contest. And so what that is, as you know, we have very limited sponsors. We don't have very much of those. And there's a lot of reasons for that. One is because it's hard to get with girls' sports. Number two is doing the stuff that I do already, I don't have time to go out and build a business of sponsorships. Now, Brooks Communications is helping us out with some of that, but I mean, we've still got a long ways to go. And in the meantime, we still got to fund what we do. And so you see our broadcast, we don't charge the schools for anything. We don't charge people to watch. I'm 100,000,000% firm on keeping it that way. I don't want to change that for anything. And honestly, I won't change that for anything. We'd go out of business before I would do that because I just don't think that's the right thing to do. But at the same time, we still need money to pay for equipment. Software licensing is crazy expensive. So all the software we use to bring you the games, to do the graphics, to do the music, to do the audio, everything, it all requires software licensing, and that's money. And subscription fees are enormous for live streaming. So again, it's a lot of sunken costs that we've got to deal with every year. And so every year during the spring, we do a W7 fundraiser. And what that means is you'll see a lot of things coming out in the next probably 90 days, 60 days around donations to W7. When you make a donation to W7, number one, first and foremost, it supports the live streaming of girls' sports. That's the number one thing it goes to. It makes sure we have equipment, it makes sure we have software, we have licensing, and make sure we have gas in our cars, all that stuff so we can go and do the games. That's the most important thing. Secondly, it helps us do what we do and expand what we do when we get donations and support from the community. Now, what we've decided to do, we've done this 3 years in a row, this is our 4th year, believe it or not, of doing this. When you make a donation, you name your school. So I'll give you an example. If I'm a Pewaukee parent, I make a donation of any amount, I'm gonna say this counts towards Pewaukee. On March 31st, 2021, March 31st of this year, we will total up all the donations that we receive, and the school that's credited with the highest amount in donations becomes the 2021-22 W7 homeschool. What does that mean? Well, it means starting August 1st of 2021, our number one priority is the homeschool. And what we mean by that is We're going to live stream, and this year is the first year we've done this. Every girls volleyball game, home and away. Every basketball game, home and away. Every softball game, home and away. And we'll do more golf with your team than anybody else. That's what it is. So if that sounds like something that you'd be interested in your school getting, and also we do special promotions with the home school. We're actually going to a Germantown practice next week to go hang out with them. We'll do some filming with them. It's a very special thing. It runs from now until March 31st. So will you make a donation? Productionsw7.com, that's our website. Go there. There's a donate button right on the homepage. Click on that donate button, put whatever amount. Again, everything helps. Believe it or not, I bought batteries today. Batteries are $4. Because I need batteries for my microphone. Anything helps that you want to donate. At the end, on March 31st, we're going to count all that up, and also account if you buy services from us. So if you have a documentary through us, if you contract us to do a documentary, a team video, highlight video, any money that goes to W7 Productions counts towards that school. You tell us the school, we apply it on March 31st. We finish calculations at midnight, so it ends 11:59 on March 31st. And on April 1st at 7 o'clock in the morning, we go live and letting you know who the homeschool is for next year. There it is. That's the W7 homeschool. Productionsw7.com is where you can find out more information about the W7 homeschool contest. And we've had great times with Germantown this year, Slinger last year, and Brookfield Central the year before. All right, Coach, I'm out of breath. I gotta stop talking now.
I just want to add to that, Gary. As a coach, when you did it for us at DS, it was awesome. And tell you as a guest announcer for the Germantown games, those parents love it.
Basket and foul. Lutz on the hoop. 42-22.
These are what they scored, Gary.
Oh, thank you. (42-22), 17-16 to go, second half. Welcome back.
Nice rebound.
Pewaukee with the ball and a 20-point lead. That could be a double dribble, or nope. That's going to be a foul. What Pewaukee does not want to do, Coach, is come in and try to just, milk clock and, they've got to keep doing what they're doing.
Well, exactly. In the first 3 or 4 minutes, as I say on a lot of the Germantown, are huge because you can either extend the lead, keep the lead of the second half are so important. Energy levels have to be high.
Morgan Goodman at the line for two. First one is good. 43-22, Pewaukee. First half numbers, first of all, for Pewaukee. Jordan Berglund and Sarah Newcomer lead all scorers with 9 each. Valerie Wallace with 7. Leah Chudzik with 5. Megan Zielsdorf with 4. And Morgan Goodman with 2. That's your first half numbers for Pewaukee. Now for Marshall, there's a 3-point shot, no good. It's 44-22. 7 points for Anna Lutz.
Nice pass.
Berglund, no. Gets her own rebound and blocked by Lutz. Too many second chances, Coach. Way too many. Marshall's giving up way too many second, third looks.
They have. But I'll tell you, Bergman has been going to the rack, as they say, going to board well this game. Nice.
Chudzik, no good. Rebound. Marshall. So Lutz with 7. Wazenzel with 7. I know I got that wrong. Abby Ward with 2 and Allie Ratecki with 1. That's your first half scoring. It's 44-22 with 16:03 to go, second half. Nickel. Yeah, that's a foul or a travel. I don't know which one, but they called neither.
I thought it was a foul.
Pass ahead, Berglund. Missed it again.
That's like her third miss this half.
Well, I see I gotta do some layup training with the Pirate girls. I guess I'll make time to put that in my schedule.
Boy, Just what you need. Another.
I mean, my goodness, ladies. They're going to think I'm serious if I don't start laughing, because I'm far from serious.
Well,
44-22, 15:30 remaining.
Megan's third.
There you go. Clock is up now. Now I'm as cool as Ed Rowie.
Goodman with her first.
15:22 to go first half. I just get it set and they call timeout. What the heck? We'll be back here watching W7 Live.
If you don't know W7, you don't know Germantown girls basketball. I'm Emily Wisner. And I'm Natalie McNeil. And W7 is for the girls.
(44-22) with 15:22 to go, second half.
Every possession for a Marshall's important right now. They got to score every time they get back in this game.
Nickel, no good. Laura just can't buy a bucket today. Her and Lutz just had a heck of a time from the field. Berglund squares up, shoots. Nope. Rebound, Zielsdorf, but taken away by Nickel. (44-22), 14:50 remaining.
Nice.
Drive, shot, got it. Sarah Newcomer. 46-22. Larry says, can hear RG great. I don't know what that means, but
RG,
I assume that's you.
Yeah, I assume.
I don't know why we're commenting we could hear you great. I would assume we could hear you. Is it abnormal to hear you during a broadcast?
I hope not.
I guess I'm confused on the comment.
Well, at the beginning of the year, last time, if he's a Pewaukee parent, you guys told me.
It's Larry.
It's Larry. Oh. But see, Larry's heard me yell a little on the sideline when he did games.
Yeah, I'm not sure I understand the comment. But 46-22, 14-12 to go second half. Second one is no good. Nickel. Shot and foul. Lutz on the hoop. Yes, because his volume is low with Ed. Well, I mean, I don't know if you find a point on it, but I mean, we're in the bigs now. This isn't, Ed Rowie ball here. I mean, we're, this is grown-up stuff. 46-24. I'm picking on Ed way too much. 46-25, 14:09 to go, second half.
We said good things about you yesterday.
Oh, I doubt that.
Oh, we did. But Ed said, well, wait till tomorrow, people. We'll be all over Gary.
Roast him tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah, he'll be jumping all over me tonight. I know that. That's all right. I'm good with that. That's what brothers do.
Well, exactly.
They pick on each other.
And it means that you're having fun. Boy, she is an athlete.
Yeah, she definitely is. I'd like to see a little more confidence in her shot there, though. I mean, she's a great player.
Now, you said she's got to be a phenomenal volleyball player.
Yeah. Oh, she's a phenomenal volleyball player, all right.
I mean, she's got great springs.
We had her mic'd up for a volleyball match. It was eye-opening to do that. We'll play that clip for you. Maybe we'll post it up later. But we had her mic'd up during a volleyball match. All the talking communication that goes on in a volleyball game, it is unbelievable. Nice behind-the-back dribble.
Yeah, I mean, and people wouldn't realize that there's that much communication there.
Newcomer, another missed layup for the Pirates.
I like when you mic players up and coaches up.
It's a lot of fun.
It is, especially the coaches, when you hear the insight
Yes.
to what they see in the game. Because coaches see so much that other people don't see.
Sarah going up, and one of the foul didn't get it. It'll be Pewaukee ball. Westerman comes in for the Pirates. Somebody's going to retrieve the ball.
Hi, buddy. How are you? Oh, the
Coach
refs
G.
are good.
G knows everybody. It's G's world. We're all just living in it. 48-25, 12:49 remaining.
Well, thank you for that. My wife doesn't think that, Gary.
Well, our wives know the real us, so
Exactly.
You know. My wife's heard my jokes 18 million times. And, you know, I would still say she laughs 50% of the time, which God bless her for that.
Oh. He counted the basket.
Goodman and the foul. Nickel on the foul. That's her first.
She hit it.
Now, Goodman 49% from the line coming into tonight. Pewaukee as a team is just 56.7% from the free throw line. And, you know, may not be a big deal when you're playing, you know, some of your conference games, but boy, when you start talking postseason, 56% is a scary number.
Exactly, especially when it's one and out.
Yeah.
You know.
Because if you're not on and you're at the line and you can't convert, that's going to be trouble. And plus, if you don't, the other team's going to know you're a 56% free throw shooter. I mean, they'd rather foul you than have you risk getting buckets and to see if you can make it from the line. 51-27, 24-point lead. Marshall conversely 72% from the line. Newcomer kick out. Westerman. Goodman skip pass. Great feed by Sarah. Don't need that dribble necessarily, Val. You just go up with it.
Right.
Goodman into the lane and fouled.
Lutz didn't think she fouled her.
It's called a confidence dribble. We see that all the time, Coach. And when you're in the middle like that, that's where the Nats hang out. I mean, you know, you don't necessarily want to dribble in that space.
Yeah, she did a nice job. Dribbled hard and through people.
First free throw by Goodman, no good. 51-27, 12-10 remaining, second half.
That's her first miss, Coach. She was 3 for 3 before that.
1 for 2 for Morgan, 52-27. One more game with Pewaukee this year. That'll be February 4th, the Woodland crossover game. I don't know who they'll play from the east. It's got to be South Milwaukee or Greenfield, maybe.
South Milwaukee will be a
probably
really
South
good game.
Milwaukee. Lutz kick, no.
Because I was impressed with South Milwaukee at the Brook Central tournament. They're young.
Yeah.
They start 2 seniors, I think.
They've lost some games, though, that I've kind of scratched my head on. I know Izzy Campos from that team just committed somewhere for basketball. I can't remember where, but Izzy, I know, plays on that team, of course. And they got a bunch of juniors. It's a good group, but they've lost a couple games that I kind of scratched my head at.
Right. But I think that's happened a lot this year.
It is a lot. That is happening a lot this year. I would agree.
More than I've seen in the past.
Yeah, yeah. 52-27, 11:35 remaining.
And South Milwaukee's very, very well coached. I can't think of his name right now, but he's a good coach.
Jim Grassel, head coach at South Milwaukee. Yeah, Jimmy does a fantastic job down there.
Yeah, and he's been there 10 years or so.
Yeah.
And I think the longer you're a coach at a school, the better they buy into your program. Kids do.
That class, I mean, you got Mia Johnson in that class, and you got Caitlin Bailing and Allie Spatholz, and that whole group. That class kind of all came in together. Haley Johnson on that team also. They all came in together as a group, as freshmen. And Coach Grassel moved them all to varsity as freshmen, all of them. And it really rubbed a lot of people, not a lot of people, but some of the people the wrong way, and some of the kids quit and left the program because they didn't feel like that was the right thing to do. And, Jim took a lot of heat for it, but stayed with it, and I think time has proven that he was right in doing what he did, and that class has responded exceptionally well.
Well, and I
went to sectionals last year.
Yeah. I know one kid on that team, Spahols. Her grandfather is a Hall of Fame football coach from South Milwaukee.
Yeah. 52-29. Shot is no good. See, get me talking South Milwaukee basketball, coach. Now I forgot to switch my camera back.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Get me all wrapped up in rocket ball.
Hey, I grew up on the south side. I grew up in Cudahy, so, there's some ties to South Milwaukee.
I could talk all day about South Milwaukee basketball, girls basketball anyway. 52-29, 10:42 to go. You put me anything in boys basketball, I'm going to be lost really quickly.
I'm going to tell you, when I stopped coaching at Marquette High many, many years ago, I haven't followed the boys program much.
Yeah.
The only team that I really follow is Brook Central because of Dan Wandry.
Yeah.
I think he's one of the best coaches in the area.
Oh, coach of the year last year.
And he's a future Hall of Fame coach.
Opie comes out. It's 52-30. I'll tell you what. I don't know that Marshall's going to book any more trips to Pewaukee in the near future. They came out here last year, too, and a rough game here last year as well, but that was on W7 also. So W7 and Pewaukee may not be a good recipe for Marshall.
I could see the contract. We'll come and play, but
no W7. Stay home.
But then again, there's a lot to say about that. You may want to play late in the season, good competition, to get you ready for the tournament.
Well, I think, anytime. So I got this from Rick Whitty. I mean, anytime you play somebody better than you, you come out as a team better.
Exactly.
You improve by playing that game.
Exactly.
And it's probably hard for the Marshall kids to see, but they're going to get better from having played this game tonight.
Correct.
There it is. There's
Number two.
See, now it's a challenge.
Yes.
3-point shot is short. Put back and foul. Stick around for the W7 shoe of the game. That's our new thing now. We're doing the shoe of the game. So I've got an idea of who it is. If you've got a nominee for the shoe of the game, let us know who it is. But and we are very influenceable. So if you see some a set of house feet that you like, let me know. And we'll consider it, but I've got my shoe of the game in mind right now. In fact, she's on the floor right now playing. So it's completely subjective. There's no criteria. It has to be this player. It has to be a starter. Has to score. I don't care about any of that stuff. It's just what I like. So it's totally just what I like as the shoe of the game.
Can I put some money on number 33?
You can put money on whoever you want.
That's cool. Yeah.
So the shoe of the game, stay tuned for that. We did it last week and people went crazy about it, so we're going to stick with it. 3-point shot is short. That was 35. Brooklyn Ware.
Oh, Ware.
So some fresh faces in. That's in right now for Pewaukee. 13, that's Westerman. 33, that's Chudzik. 45 is Morgan Goodman. 33 is Brooklyn, or 35 is Brooklyn Ware. And then I think Berglund's still in there as the fifth. Yeah.
It looks like Marshall's made a lot of switches too, other than their 2 stars.
I know Val Wallace, not Berglund. Val Wallace is the fifth. Lutz for 2, 52-32. Lead is 20 with 9:13 to go. Reminder coming up tonight, 6:45 on air, 7 o'clock. Tip time or inbound time, however you want to look at it. Germantown and Kettle Moraine Lutheran. This guy pulling double duty today. So Coach Gavinsky back on the mic tonight with Ed Rowie. And I'll be roaming the halls at KML. Get to see our friends out there. Mr. Griefkes, the athletic director, great friend of ours. And I'm sure the Truckin' Bros will be out there. See El Truckin' Bro tonight. And Haley Ott and some of the KML players. And, of course, KK Arnold and Jalen Acker and Natalie Paulskill and Emily Wisner and the whole group from G-Town. Gretchen McNeil, we'll see them all tonight, and we'll bring them all to you live on W7, 6:45.
That'll be fun.
So we got our first comment. NEEWWC has big shoes. I don't know who that is. Nuke. Who
I
is
didn't-
that?
Big shoes.
Natalie, who is that? Help me. I'm old and I can't learn the lingo. So 53-34, 8:32 remaining. It's a 19-point lead.
4 out, 1 in for Pewaukee at the moment. They're usually a swing run team.
Well, no rush now for the Pirates.
Nah.
What was our halftime score, Coach? Do you have that?
Yes, I do. It was 42-20.
So, I mean, the scoring is marched to a crawl. Goodman on the hoop. 55-34.
They're both scoring evenly this second half.
Free throw in a good, 56-34.
That's Goodman's 10th this half.
Oh, newcomer. Oh, yeah, newcomer. Okay. So Nuke is Sarah Newcomer. I got it. I'm a little slow on the uptake.
Thank you. And she's headed. Oh, she was walking away from us, Coach.
Thank you, Nat. Appreciate it. 56-34. I like that, Nuke. Yeah, that's good. I like that. See, this is why we have the chat, because you guys tell me this stuff. I don't have any idea. When I give her layup training, I just call her Nuke.
There you go.
She'll love that. Free throw is good. So we got to find, where is Nuke? Is she on the floor still?
Yeah, she is. She's at half
We're
court.
going to check those shoes.
She's at a half court.
We'll see if we can get Nuke's shoes on camera. 58-34. 24-point lead. I'll tell you what, Nuke's shoes have done a lot of work today. Three-pointer, got it!
That was well played.
Redkey for three, and it's 58-37 with 7:30 to go. At the next timeout, we're gonna do some shoe investigating.
Nice pass.
Berglund again, 60-37. So we're gonna do a little undercover work at the next timeout, Coach.
Excellent.
See if we can figure this shoe situation out. I need to get like the Pink Panther music or something going.
Oh, there you go. Or Mission Impossible.
Yeah, Mission Impossible. That's a good one. First free throw is no good. 60-37, 7:10 remaining.
I was going to say, Ed's going to be happy with you there tonight, Coach. Gary, because he likes when you produce
usually
for us.
not necessarily happy with me being there. He'll put up with me being there. He's not necessarily happy about it.
Well, I would agree with that statement, but he'll be happy that you will produce it.
Yeah. I mean, he'll just have to call the game.
Yeah.
As opposed to, putting up 2 cameras, which I know is super taxing for him.
Well, last night we put up 4.
Hey, whoa, slow down.
And he even used all 4 of them.
Carrie Newcomer in the house from Germantown. Carrie will be back on tonight to watch her G-Town Warhawks taking on Kettle Moraine Lutheran. 60-38 in this one. Carrie, it's been all Pewaukee tonight. And by the way, no coincidence, Sarah Newcomer is having a great game. Walk through and up for 2, Morgan Goodman. 52-38 with 6:19 to go. 24-point lead for the Pirates.
Do you want to talk a little, Coach, about your idea for the tournament?
3,
oh,
got
that
it.
was deep. What I mean is I like your idea, and I've talked to some ADs and some coaches that are friends of mine and mentioned, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Yeah.
They think that's a very a good idea, thinking outside the box.
Well, so the WIAA this year, and again, this is not a criticism of the WIAA. It's not at all. I know I'm very critical of them at times, but that's not what this is. But this year, who was that made that?
Number one.
That was Kanoki, Alex Kanoki on the show. I don't want to miss any kids making baskets. But this year with volleyball, they split up all the tournament locations into, so Division I plays at Wisconsin Rapids, Division II plays here, Division III plays here, and all the games were at the same time on the same day. So they all played Saturday, they played 2 games in the morning and then the championship game that night on Saturday for all 5 divisions, which means if you're watching it on TV, you got to choose
which game you want to
watch. My idea is, since it's going to be remote and it's going to be multiple locations, why not do it this way? On Tuesday, and this could go in either direction. Tuesday, have Division 5, your semifinals in the morning, early afternoon, and your finals that night. On Wednesday, the same for Division 4. On Thursday, the same for Division 3. On Friday, the same for Division 2. On Saturday, the same for Division 1. Or flip-flop it and have Division 1 on Tuesday, Division 5 on Saturday. However you want to do it, or mix it up. Do Division 5 on Tuesday, Division 1 on Wednesday, 4, 2, 3. However you want to do it is fine. But then it gives everybody a chance to watch all the games. And this is just us being greedy, consumers of girls basketball, which is okay. And I get what everybody says, well, you should just be happy you have a season. We are happy we have a season. I'm thrilled we have a season. But that doesn't mean we can't make it even better.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with making it even better than what it is. I get tired of this. Well, just be glad you have it at all. No, I am glad we have it. But if we can make it better, let's do more than that.
Right.
Let's do more than just the bare minimum. Let's make it good. They already totally flubbed all the seedings because they seeded for boys basketball, which means Kimberly, Nina, and these schools got to play in the same regional just because that's the way the boys are lined up. So we already get, secondhand, on the regionals because it's all according to the boys. So let's break it up and do them by night, each division, and then everybody can watch everybody.
Correct. And that's what they were saying. Because the TV contract, they're not going to have TV games, I'm assuming.
That's insane.
So why wouldn't you leave people come in live stream those games on different nights? Because, and again, I don't know if WIA is, but that's what some of the ADs and coaches think.
So let's say they don't. Let's say that Rush Media, who owns all the rights for the state tournament, can't possibly cover 5 venues in one day or 5 venues in 5 days, which is my idea. Let's say they can't do that. Well, then they should contract with companies that do live streaming to be at the other locations to do the game. And if you want to charge people to watch it, I guess. I can't control that, nor would I try to. But if we can help with making sure that the games are televised or live streamed or whatever, I'm all in. I'm all in to help however we can. And again, it's not about money. I don't care about that. I don't need money to do it. I will do it just because I want the girls to have the opportunity to play in front of family and friends. They deserve that.
Well, and I'm going to take it a step farther, Coach.
Good
Again,
save
what I've learned from being with you and from parents is it's the grandparents, it's the aunts and uncles that are all over.
Grandparents especially, just because, especially with COVID, they can't risk their health, and I don't want them to.
Correct.
My father-in-law is 78 years old, and he can't leave the house. And everybody's like, well, this is just the flu. I'm like, but you know what? When you're 70+ years old, it's a big thing.
It is.
And I get the teenage kids are strong, and I get that, and I believe it. But, these grandparents, it's a risk for them to go out to these games, and they're putting their health at risk. And so we have a chance to give them those games, and they can be home and be safe. And I think I feel an obligation to do that, and I love doing it. I love that we do that.
Well, right. You do it all for the right reasons, for the girls.
Berglund, now Goodman, 2:46 to go. I'm glad I put the clock up, Coach. I haven't set the clock in like 8 minutes now. People will be wondering, well, how much time is left?
Well, we've gone on a couple different tangents.
We have.
But I think it's a great idea. And like I said, a lot of coaches think it's a great idea.
So I'm going to post something, on social media to kind of get the ball rolling on that. I know we're kind of late to the party, but I think that if you do, and by the way, a lot of states do it this way. It's tournament week, not tournament day.
Correct.
And do each division on a day. So Tuesday is Division 5 day, Wednesday's Division 4 day, Thursday's Division 3 day, Friday's Division 2 day, and Saturday's Division 1 day, and just do it that way.
And what the coaches and ADs were saying to me, it's different this year. I mean, Covert has changed everything, so why wouldn't you try to make it special for the girls?
There's no reason not to. Like I said, I get tired of hearing this. We'll just be glad you have a season. I am glad we have a season, but we can do more.
But it's about the girls.
Yeah.
I mean, you can say that all you want.
Goodman for three, no. Rebound, Lutz. 64-45, 2 minutes remaining.
And the reason I brought it up, Gary, is because we have a Division III team that goes to state a lot. Maybe they can help get the ball rolling a little, the parents and the coaching staff there.
Win held. So I saw Wynn's name on the roster, and great drive, Nuke for two.
A new nickname.
Got it. I saw Wynn Held's name on the roster, and I got me thinking. I'm like, I know that she had a sister because I remember the last name Held, and I didn't want to go look it up. I wanted to test myself, see if I could remember her name, and sure enough, I did. Her first name is Rain Held.
Well, that's a great name.
And this is Wynn Held, and Wynn has a twin sister, and her name is Navy. So Wynn and Navy are the twins, and then Rain is the older one.
Oh.
66-48 with 1:19 remaining. Free throw in and good for Lutz. Anna Lutz going to UW-Milwaukee for women's basketball. I am so excited to watch her compete at the next level. The starters will come out. It's time to announce our W7 shoe of the game. You know what? I'm going to hold off. We'll do it in post-game. So after this game, when the game's over, we're going to break the screen, and then we'll come back with the shoe of the game. We won't have a player of the game. We'll have a shoe of the game. 66-49. 66-50 with...
UWM is going to get a good player.
They're going to get a great player. That kid at the state tournament 2 years ago was unbelievable.
Well, and talking about UWM's head coach, when I was with Coach Rosella at DS, we went every year to watch a practice or two, and she was fabulous to us.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't say enough about her.
Great family. Her family's fantastic. Cheryl and John Lutz, parents.
Right.
66-50, 1:09 to go. Substitution in now, that's 23. That's Fiona Kennedy.
Number 5's in the game.
Now, I want to say, I don't know if Fiona is part. There's a set of redhead twins from Pewaukee that are supposed to be the next thing. I don't know if she's one of those she's one of those twins or not. But all I've been hearing about is these redheaded twins from Pewaukee that are coming in. I thought they were still 8th graders.
Possible.
Yeah, Fiona's a junior, so it's not her. But there's a set of 8th grade twins playing for Pewaukee that I've been told I got to see live. So we'll see. We won't see them today, obviously.
No, but
step through and out of bounds.
Pewaukee's lower level. Their junior program is good.
Yeah.
And the assistant varsity coach, Mark Bulkey, runs a AAU team called CBA. That's got kids from 2nd grade all the way to high school, and he does a really good job with them.
Nuke's on the camera. She doesn't even know it. I'm messing with her now.
I think they know it's moving now. She's turning red.
Ball game, final score, Pewaukee 66, Marshall 50. You have been watching W7 Live for Ron Gavinsky, for Morgan up top. Doing all the camera work tonight. Gary Wiberman saying so long from Pewaukee. Come back in a couple of minutes. We'll bring you the shoe of the game. You've been watching